Yeah, I'm probably, I always say this, but I'm more of a fan than anything. I've always been a big rock and roll fan, and I still do have people that I admire and respect and that I'm a fan of. I've never gone so far to ever go to get an autograph or anything like that. I'm way too shy for that, but yes, I'm very familiar with being a big fan.
Being a fan.
Well, originally it just started out being able to tell people in real time, in my own words, what the tour was going to be, where the tour was going, when the record was coming out. This was back in 2009 when I was doing the first solo record. And also it was a chance to sort of be able to interact a little bit one-on-one with people, you know, because usually in rock and roll, there's so much distance between the fans and the artists. And that was really the initial reason for doing it. And then at this point, it's sort of blown up a lot more, and it's harder to be very totally personal with everybody. But I still like being able to communicate as closely as possible. No, I mean, all things considered, we seem to coexist pretty easily. The only catch is that we work miles to death, you know, because right now he's on tour with Alter Bridge, and on Monday he'll be with me, and then he'll be back with Alter Bridge, and then
tough work. You
know, come July we'll be out with So, but other than that, you know, it's all good, and the crossover of fans has been great, and I think all in all it's been pretty healthy. I basically present music to him, and then he comes up with his lyrics. And a lot of times when he has certain melodies, it'll change the music a little bit to fit with where the words are going. It's a great creative relationship. It's not very complicated. We don't have five guys all writing at the same time, which can be very complicated. So it works out pretty well. The choice is really up to Miles. I mean, I know from experience that a lot of things that he and I converse about end up in his lyrics. So I sort of know where his head's at. But he's a great lyricist, and I don't need to. I know Miles personally, so I know I'm not worried about what he's going to come up with.
He's a great person myself. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, we have a lot of really young fans that weren't around during the Guns N' Roses days, but they listened to the records. And, so I never really gave it much thought, but I do like to be considered, as far as a solo artist is concerned, it's great to be recognized for what you're doing now, but I like being recognized for being from Guns N' Roses because that was an important part of where I come from. So, it's all good.
Totally different from.
Oh, you mean like from? Well, I mean, all things considered, I'm not really what you consider a big EDM guy, but I have a couple friends work in that genre, and it's interesting to see. Some of them are good, some of them I don't understand, whatnot. But to walk up on a stage in front of an audience that's completely foreign to what it is that I normally do, and have them react positively like they do, it's sort of cool.
Yeah.
No, I like touring. I mean, I think I'm crazy or something because I'm the only person I think that. Well, my whole band is crazy. I mean, we love touring. I love those shows, those 2 hours on stage. in front of an audience make everything else that you have to deal with worth it. And I mean, I have to say, as much as I like writing songs and recording, I really do it as a means to be able to get out on stage and play. And so I love touring, and it's exhausting, but it's fun. And as a player, that's where I really sort of open up the most, you know.
Making interviews is boring. Making interview is boring.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah. I tend to not think about stuff like that. If I did, I would be paranoid, you know. So things happen, and with experience, that you learn how to sort of, you know, deal with it as it happens. I'm pretty calm, so.
Yeah. Very good.
To the Titus Sloan way back
You're
then.
the first band.
I don't think we ever had any fans then.
No.
Well, I mean, maybe a couple, but I think even over the years, your relationship with fans gets more and more sort of on a personal level. You know, I can't say that I was anywhere near as close to my fans back in the '80s as I am now, and that's just something that's gradually grown over years. Yeah.